The TVWAN News is proudly brought to you by
BSP, our bank, our people.
Hello and welcome. This is Monday's News. I am Rex Lita.
And I'm Tracy Pa. Join me later for sports.
In this edition, school condemned, Morobe Show set, and Rugby reflects on role. Gulf Police has warned drug dealers in the province and outsiders to stay out of drug businesses or rot in jail. Provincial Police Commander Chief Inspector Jeffrey Lamb says there is growing concern about the continued drug smuggling, cultivation and conveying in the province. PPC Lamb warned that tougher penalties were imposed as per the Controlled Substance Act 2021, which carries penalty rivaling those of rapists, armed robbers and murderers. The conviction years range from 2 years, plus from consuming 4 to 5 years for small retail, 15 to 30 years for conveying big amount of drugs, and up to 40 years for commercial cultivation and production of any illicit drugs. The Commission of Inquiry into the January 10th civil unrest has questioned the process of transfer for police officers after a witness alluded that the RPNGC Transfer Panel Board was not functioning.
When testifying during the COI into the January 10th civil unrest, the Assistant Commissioner of Police HR Directorate Stephen Francis is concerned that the Transfer Panel Committee, responsible for recommending officers for transfer within the country and overseas, is not functioning as it should. Francis said this committee, which is established and governed under the Police Act, usually does the compliance process before sending a police officer to take up a new post in other areas. But since 2000, this committee has not existed.
Past, we normally have what is called the Transfer Panel Board. And this Transfer Panel Board normally meets every month to deliberate on transfers that have been sent in throughout the country. Through this board, the panel, to ensure compliance, accountability, and these transfers are made in the best interest of both the organization and the members. Until now, I have not witnessed or seen a transfer panel board have met to deliberate on transfers.
We come to the selection, and Section 48 talks about principles that should apply to transfers and promotions. So, like in principle, this is what should happen.
Francis said currently the transfer is made from the rank of Assistant Commissioner of Police and Provincial Police Station Commanders level only, which is usually approved by the Commissioner of Police, David Manning.
As we only see the current practice now, transfers are only being done at the ACP's level or the PPC's level. Currently, that's what we see. But it doesn't go through the promotion board. And that's a prerogative of the commissioner. He does those transfers at that higher level.
The ACP added that the board must be revived to ensure there is accountability and compliance, and that police officers are fairly selected based on merit.
Should have what we call the transfer panel board. That's one of the committees that is led by the HR.
Tracy Pa, TV1 News.
The Commissioner of Police, David Manning, has reaffirmed his support for security personnel working to restore order in the Poger Valley, using up to lethal force to keep innocent people safe and reinforce the rule of law. Commissioner Manning made this statement after 62 illegal miners were arrested following an attack on the vehicle convoy recently. Commissioner Manning also made the point that the activities of illegal miners also placed many other lives at risk and would result in serious jail time. An 8-in-1 classroom building at the Lake Christian Academy has been condemned after the gully erosion that led to the collapse of nearby buildings. This setback is affecting about 300 primary school students who have been moved into makeshift classrooms for the remainder of the academic year.
The torrential downpours of August 23rd and September 6th in Lae, Morobe Province have caused extensive damages, from wrecking the Yellow Bridge, causing flooding and landslips in some of the districts, and eroding the Bumbu River cliff. A classroom belonging to the Emmanuel United Elementary School collapsed into Bumbu River on Saturday, September 7th, while the Lae Christian Academy's 8-in-1 classroom building is perched precariously on the edge.
The building out here used to house 8 classrooms, a computer lab, and the admin block, and we've been displaced. The building actually hangs over the river. Here we have where Bumbu ran before it was diverted over on the other side. So the continuous rain all of June, July, and up to August, the water level came all the way up. It took the pastor's house that used to be over here, and took half the church. It collapsed under that flood, and we had an ablution block.
To ensure learning continues, LCA has been conducting shift classes for its 6 primary school classes, covering around 350 students from prep to grade 6. Shift teaching started in the middle of term 3 and has continued into term 4, where 7 classes stay home while 7 go to school, then they exchange the next day. The school's wait station, where students wait to get picked up, has been converted into 2 classrooms, with the academy hoping to get 4 more makeshift classrooms constructed before the 2025 academic year begins. Since the Lae Christian Academy's immediate need is to construct temporary classrooms, they are reaching out to parents and guardians, stakeholders, and the Lae City Authority to assist with building materials. Meantime, the Lae Chamber of Commerce and Industry has issued an appeal to business houses to donate containers to the schools of LCA and Emmanuel Elementary to repair the area washed away in the recent floods. Kamala Guare, TV1 News, Lae.
415 final year students of Divine Word University were missioned over the weekend. 391 of them received their mission crosses at the Pope John Paul Hall. The missioning ceremony is the final rite for graduating students. They receive the mission cross, signifying their passing out of the institution with academic excellence, but also with character and religious integrity into their respective careers. This is the 16th missioning ceremony for the institution.
Final year students at Divine Word University received their mission crosses in the 16th missioning ceremony, a final rite for graduating students before they pass out of the institution. DW President Father Philip Gibbs said the missioning ceremony was a time of thanksgiving, appreciation, and blessing before students leave the institution and pursue their careers. Father Gibbs elaborated that the 2024 cohort is dubbed as survivors because they began their journey with TWU when the COVID pandemic hit. They also braced an earthquake and had to deal with recent law and order issues. He commended them for their resilience.
Our acceptance of a cross, a Christian religious symbol, reminds us that even with the best intentions, we all face trials and sometimes temptations to be less than our best. And that at such times it will be our faith that carries us through. And I sincerely hope and pray that no matter what church denomination you belong to or identify with, that all of you will leave Divine Word University with a more mature and committed faith that will carry you into the good times and the times that are not so good. It will take you and carry you through.
Having an immense political and public service career, he challenged the outgoing students to be agents of change.
That you have this wonderful education and preparation to be agents of change and development, to represent Papua New Guinea and work on the future of our people, the total population of Papua New Guinea. We must break down differences. Let's be men and women of vision. Let's see far, maintain our vision, and develop some pragmatic policies and strategies to implement the vision.
The day was witnessed by families, friends, and the DWU community. Reverend Bishop Bakero of the Lasallians of Don Bosco Congregation and the Bishop of Kerma Diocese were guests. They blessed the mission crosses and the outgoing students of 2024 who graduate in March next year. Salome Vincent, TV1 News.
Prime Minister James Marape graced the graduation of nearly 200 students of Kambu Adventist Secondary School in Sinivit LLG of Pomio District, East New Britain Province, Sunday, October 13th. PM Marape's attendance was in response to an invitation by the school following an earlier visit he made to the school this year. Addressing the 100 grade 10, 60 grade 12 and 26 flexible open distance education graduating students, PM Marape urged 7-day Adventist mission in the region to look at options of creating other pathways for students passing through the institution. He said he would like Kambu to pilot a school system that is unique and different, including upgrading to a college. For example, with its big land area, it could be an agro-rural-based community college so that grade 12 school leavers can come back to college and get life skills. This is TV1 News. After the break, World Handwashing Day and Pepsi launched.
Experience a convenient and smarter way to do your banking with BSB Mobile Banking. You don't have to leave the office or your home to pay for bills. You can view your account balance, transfer funds, top up phone credits, or purchase EasyPay units wherever you are. Visit your BSB branch today to register now for BSB Mobile Banking. BSB Mobile Banking, the smarter way to bank. BSB, our bank, our people.
He says the best Hunters players come from his region. So does she. But there's one thing that brings everyone together. SB Lager, Bunyamyumi.
A quick favorite meal for the day does feel good. Snacks noodles is my choice for a simple meal. It is easy to prepare and fast to cook. And with a touch of flavor and ingredients, quality noodles that can be cooked and enjoyed in many different ways. You see, my whole family loves it. It's made here in PNG and comes in different pack sizes. Snacks noodles, tastier but you like it more.
Hey, Tuli.
Hi, Tuli. Tuli. What's up? Have you guys seen it? Wait, Tuli. Bro, it's awesome, man. Oh, really?
Really?
Is it here?
Wow.
Superstition ain't the way.
Welcome back. More than 500 schools in Papua New Guinea celebrated World Handwashing Day today and the importance of the 4 simplest steps to clean hands to stay healthy. Colgate-Palmolive PNG, in collaboration with the National Department of Health, urged Papua New Guineans to take 2 minutes out of the day to wash their hands, starting with schools.
All right, let's start a countdown.
As the saying goes, clean hands go a long way. And the 4 most basic and simplest steps were shown to the students of South Bridges International School in Port Moresby today. South Bridges is one of the 590 schools that celebrated World Hand Washing Day with Colgate-Palmolive PNG Limited.
Hand washing should be of second nature now. Effective hand washing can reduce diarrheal infections by 30% and 20% of respiratory diseases.
General Manager for Colgate-Palmolive, John Wood, shared why Colgate-Palmolive, through its brand Protex, in collaboration with the National Department of Health, is encouraging Papua New Guineans to take 2 minutes out of their day to wash their hands, starting with schools.
We have some schools that get measured through this, and also our Bright Smiles, Bright Futures oral health education awareness program, and you can see those schools that really get behind it and practice not only good oral health but good hand washing techniques, that their levels of absenteeism have certainly dropped, which is testimony to the fact that it works. And it's so simple. As I said, the message is simple: just wash your hands with soap and water. Simple as that. Yeah.
School principal of South Bridges International School, Noel Bolvar, stressed on a healthier and safer environment in the school grounds and at homes as well for students.
From reducing the transmission of diseases to enhancing overall health and productivity. Remember that clean hands play a vital role in our daily lives. I encourage everyone to participate actively and to take this opportunity to learn more about the importance of hand hygiene. Let us work together to create a healthier and safer environment for ourselves and future generations.
The Clean Hands Good Health program, running since 2012, has impacted over 2 million children, highlighting essential hand washing times. These include after using the toilet, after coughing or sneezing, before touching or preparing food, and after touching animals. Additionally, the program educates on the 4 simple steps to washing hands. 1. Use soap and water. 2. Scrub and rub hands for 20 seconds. 3. Rinse hands with clean water. And 4. Dry hands with a clean towel. The students also got a surprise visit by Handy the octopus, who is the hand washing champion. Jasmine Erojak, TVWAN News.
Meantime, Colgate-Palmolive General Manager John Wood shared that Colgate-Palmolive goes rurally, as well as to make sure the message is passed to students in the rural areas of the country as well.
In the year, we get registrations happening from about February or March, and that way we can continue to ensure that our people get out there. The schools are registered. Logistically, we can't go ourselves. We get product couriered in. We get the messages all there, so that everyone, no matter where they are around Papua New Guinea, can participate in today's event. And we've been doing this now for 12 years, and the numbers have been building year on year on year. As I say, this year, 416,000 kids. So that's a big number of children having this very important message brought to them today. Yeah.
The highly anticipated 61st Morobe Show is only a few days away, set to go off with a bang on Saturday, October 19th and 20. A fireworks display will serve as a precursor to the show on Friday, October 18th.
The hype for the 61st Morobe Show has already started, with SME stalls all sold out and Sing Sing group registration closed with 55 cultural groups to perform. Tickets for the show are available for purchase at the Lay Show grounds. The prepaid price is 17 kina for adults and 12 kina for children, and 15 kina and 10 kina at the gates respectively. Gold passes for adults are at 125 kina and 60 kina for children. Photographers can get a main arena pass for 350 kina. There is no family pass this year. It will be a great weekend filled with agricultural, community and industry showcases like never before. The 2024 Morobe Show Committee expects over 80,000 local and international visitors. The Morobe Show offers a range of attractions, including thrilling show rides, skydiving, marches, cultural dances, agricultural displays, cowboys and livestock, show queen, the health expo, daredevil stunts, SME displays, arts and crafts, and enticing show bags. This year's Morobe Show has a theme of sustainable agriculture, grow it, and focuses on food security, business prosperity and community spirit in Ley, Morobe, and Papua New Guinea itself. Kamela Guare, TVWAN News, Ley.
Pepsi PNG officially launched the Thirsty for Merch National Consumer Promotion today in Port Moresby. This promotion gives everyone the chance to win merchandise packs valued at 2,500 kina each. With over 400 packs available, that's more than 1 million kina in prize up for grabs nationwide in PNG.
For 9 weeks, the nationwide campaign called the Thirsty for Merch promotion, which will begin today and end on Sunday, the 20th of December 2024. National Marketing Manager for Pacific Industries Limited, Nathaniel Lepani, shared that the promotion gives Papua New Guineans a chance to win merchandise packs valued at 2,500 kina each.
Take part, all you have to do is buy 2 or more cans of Pepsi, write your name and number at the back of the receipt, enter it into the entry box, and you could win one of over 400 merch packs, each valued at 2,500 kina.
Throughout the promotion, Pepsi PNG teams throughout the nation will be drawing winners every fortnight.
And everything, but there's 17 items inside. As I mentioned, the total value of each merch pack is 2,500 kina. You have everything ranging from a varsity jacket to a long sleeve shirt, sunglasses, Bluetooth speaker, headphones as well, even some pair of Pepsi socks.
The promotion follows a successful teaser campaign that has been running across online platforms, newspapers and television, building anticipation among fans of the brand. This initiative reinforces their commitment to local content and showcases the talents of proud Papua New Guineans who are integral to the campaign's spirit. Jasmine Erojak, TVWAN News.
And now we take a look at finance news. The kina closed lower at $0.2544 in the interbank market. At Bank South Pacific, our kina was buying $0.2469 $0.3636 Australian dollars, $0.2183 euro and 36.53 Japanese yen. Looking at commodity prices at New York close, all closed lower except gold and cocoa closed higher. And on the stock market, the Dow Jones closed higher, ASX closed higher, and all ordinaries closed higher as well. You are watching TVWAN News. We'll have news making headlines overseas when we come back.
Experience a convenient and smarter way to do your banking with BSB Mobile Banking. You don't have to leave the office or your home to pay for bills. You can view your account balance, transfer funds, top up phone credits, or purchase easy pay units wherever you are. Visit your BSP branch today to register now for BSP Mobile Banking. BSP Mobile Banking, the smarter way to bank. BSP, our bank, our people.
Open nets.
Enjoying life when we work together, making happy memories that last forever. Hot in talk, young or old, let's calories, family meal with home. We'll bring out the smiles cause it's our favorite of mine. Sandy Sicola, scare rice on scales, air price. Sandy Sicola, scare rice on scales, air price. Amber, you like it?
A true champion is measured by their courage, their determination, and their passion to never give up and to always keep trying. With a delicious Milo in milk taste and added nutrients, Milo in milk is a great way to fuel our little champions with nourishing energy every day. Because true champions give it their all.
Milo, PNG and Mia. Fine PNG made.
These two are creeping into your personal space. Why don't we send them packing? Oh, maybe not.
Bing bang bing. Bum, bum.
Welcome back. In regional news, thousands of pro-Palestinian supporters have again rallied across Australia, demanding a ceasefire and freedom for Palestine. Brisbane saw its biggest protest yet, but there was none of the violence we have seen around the country in recent weeks.
Anger and despair spills onto Brisbane streets. Pro-Palestine demonstrators of all ages marched through the CBD, demanding an end to the bloodshed as the death toll rises in Gaza and now Lebanon.
I sympathise and empathise with the people from Gaza and the West Bank and Palestine.
People are still dying on the ground every day.
Many of these protesters say their calls have been falling on deaf ears and they've had enough. They're demanding the federal government take stronger action and sanction the Israeli government.
And to stop any arms trading with Israel.
Police kept a watchful eye. The protest ended outside the ABC's Brisbane headquarters at South Bank. No arrests were made. Their calls echoed in Sydney.
We haven't seen yet enough response from the Australian government to do what they're supposed to do.
This is a humanitarian crisis.
And in Melbourne, protesters held their 52nd rally. No signs of stopping as the war rages on.
Air New Zealand has increased its capacity to Samoa by nearly a third to carry delegates from around the world to the upcoming Commonwealth Heads of Government meeting. Between 14th and 31st October, Air New Zealand will operate 25 return flights to Apia, the Samoan capital. The increased capacity represents a 29% boost compared with typical operations over the period to meet heightened demand and support Samoa's hosting of the meeting. Air New Zealand says the increase in capacity is part of the airline's commitment to supporting its close Pacific Island neighbours, Samoa. The federal government has announced a $95 million preparedness fund to tackle the predicted arrival of a deadly strain of bird flu. The package will go towards the government's biodiversity response and surveillance and other environmental protection measures.
$1 million announced by the federal government will be used to prevent this deadly strain of bird flu from entering Australia or reducing the impact if it does happen to enter Australia. Now, Australia is the only continent that has had no cases of the deadly H5N1 strain of bird flu. We have had other strains enter Australia. We've had 3 strains which has caused the death of more than 2 million chickens. It's also had other impacts such as creating an egg shortage across the nation. So it is quite a serious thing, this new strain of bird flu. Now, the package will go towards the government's biosecurity response. It will also go towards a surveillance program to monitor wild birds and other environmental things like protecting threatened species as well. So the government is taking no chances when it comes to this new strain of bird flu. The Agriculture Minister spoke a little earlier this morning, and here's what she had to say.
We are currently the only continent without the H5 bird flu. It would come into Australia through migrating birds. We have no control over that at our borders. This is important to make sure that if the disease comes into Australia, that we get it as early as possible so that we can manage and contain the disease.
Now, it is also important to note that it's not just birds that this disease can impact. In Vietnam, not that long ago, about a dozen tigers died after eating a contaminated chicken from the disease. Now, it can also impact humans. It can cause serious infection in people as well as death. So the government is taking no chances here. We have seen the deadly effects of the other strains that have already entered Australia, and they're on high alert for this new strain.
Queensland's opposition leader has pledged millions of dollars in health funding while targeting seats in the state's southeastern corner ahead of this month's election.
Part of early voting, and the opposition leader has taken his campaign to the Sunshine Coast. David Crisafulli's first stop was in Caloundra, a seat currently held by Labor on a margin of 2.5% and one the LNP is looking to win back. While there, Mr Crisafulli announced just over $10 million in funding for neurological health services if the LNP is elected later this month. This would include delivering 8 neuro-wellness hubs across the state over 5 years to provide support for people with dementia and acquired brain injuries. The LNP leader was also asked fresh questions about his federal colleagues' nuclear power policy. Mr Crisafulli has been adamant it is not part of the state opposition's plan, but when asked today why he didn't support it, he wouldn't elaborate.
Didn't he say that you're
nuclear?
Yes.
Nuclear. The Premier's told the Guardian that if Peter Dutton won the federal election, whoever was Queensland Premier would be required under law to hold a plebiscite about nuclear. Will you do that if elected?
Pretty divisive comments, so I'll just make this point. Via whatever means, we have an energy plan and we will be rolling out that energy plan, and it doesn't involve nuclear.
With pre-polling starting, the parties are running out of time to pitch to voters.
The UN's new carbon market will have a compulsory mechanism aimed at preventing developers of carbon credit projects from breaching human rights or causing environmental damage with their activities, a first for UN climate process. Developers of projects under the UN's new Article 6.4 carbon crediting system will be required to identify and address potential negative environmental and social impacts as part of a detailed risk assessment. Developers will also be asked to set out how their activities contribute to sustainable development goals, like ending poverty or improving health, alongside their primary objective of reducing greenhouse gas emissions. And that ends the news segment. Sports is next. Stay tuned.
Hiya, Mama. You eat them, but me add him special flavor.
Put in more flavor, put in more taste. magic kakaro, get up and big smile on face. Time for Kim chicken, a grateful mood too. Sip, sip, the moo, yes, magic on you.
Magic, the taste PNG loves.
In its first 10 years, the PNG LNG project has had a long-lasting impact, contributing more than 26 billion kina to the state of Papua New Guinea. Equity distributions are paid to KPHL and MRDC based on the interest they hold. Tax is paid to the IRC, while development levy and royalties are paid to DPE. For more information on direct and indirect benefits, visit PNG EITI's website.
Marker. You know, sometimes it just feels amazing to be alive in a wild place like this.
Oh my God! This got really serious now. That was incredible!
When they strike, they never miss.
I'm a little out of my element.
A little?
I'm very much out of my element.
I don't think I'd be smelling poop today.
This smells like...
Settle down.
Woo! Awesome!
Experience an epic Outback Odyssey this October on Outdoor.
Mission accomplished.
Boom!
Welcome back. Prime Minister James Marape has expressed optimism following the Prime Minister's 13th Rugby League match between Australia and Papua New Guinea on Sunday, October 13, 2024. The Prime Minister viewed it as a powerful step forward for the future of rugby league in PNG, particularly with the country's bid for entry into the NRL competition by 2028. Speaking after the game, which was attended by Australian Minister for International Development and the Pacific, Pat Conroy, and NRL CEO Andrew Abdo, Prime Minister Marape emphasized the broader significance of PNG's NRL ambition. He highlighted the game's impact on PNG's image and the strategic partnership it showcased. The Prime Minister pointed out that the event was a test run for PNG's capability to host games at an international standard. Judah Rimbo lived his childhood dream when he captained the PNG PM's 13th side against Australia's Prime Minister's 13th team yesterday at the National Football Stadium. Despite the loss, Rimbo was proud to lead as one of the youngest players to captain the PNG side.
This time,
Feeling the weight of responsibility on his shoulders, stepping out onto the field was a daunting task. But Rimbo didn't shy away. He proved to coach Jason Demetrio on the day as he ran through a strong Australian defense to score the first try of the match.
Away from the line. Looking good so far here, PNG. Also Bondi again with another carry, but it's just top there.
Last tackle play here, Terry.
Right in front of the sticks, so from dummy half, trying to pass his way over as he got that ball down. That's a big question mark, and I think this is going to be a try.
Dimitro's men followed up with a second try to Robert Matias before the Australians found their rhythm in the game. From there on, it was Australia who dominated most of the contest. PNG's late fight couldn't save their day as Australia Prime Minister's 13th team begged another win. In the post-match interview, Judah expressed how honored he was to lead the side.
It's really an honor for me to lead the boys. Today, it was a childhood dream coming up, and such a young age like me, leading the boys, really honored. I just want to say thank you to God above. I just want to say thank you that I lead the boys today, and it's really honor. I'm so grateful.
While he is grateful for this milestone, he was even more grateful for the boys and their efforts throughout the game, as he provided what went wrong in their 20-42 defeat.
This is Alex Max, and that's it. That's a full-time muta, and it's the end of what has been a one-way traffic here with the Australians.
Oh yeah, we wanted to bank in the middle for the first 15 to 10 minutes. We did that. Apart from we lead 12 minutes and then we go out of our playing structure. Couple of errors, didn't complete our sets, cheap kicks. Yeah, just errors and 10 of our balls that kill our game ban. Apart from that, I really want to thank the boys for their effort throughout the 80 minutes, despite errors and didn't win the ruck, but really good effort from the boys.
With the game gone, the focus is now on defending the Pacific Bowl title. Rainbow joins Edwin Ipape, Liam Horn and the rest of the PNG Kumuls team in Suva, Fiji for the first match on Saturday, 19th October. Rex Lita, TV1 Sports.
In his first match as national team coach, Jason Demetriou was welcomed with a mixed performance against the Australian Prime Minister's 13th side on Sunday, 13th October in Port Moresby.
The 42-20 defeat to Bred Fitless Men yesterday gave PNG Kumuls head coach Jason Demetriou a window to find out where the team needs to step up. Even more so, Sunday's defeat gives Demetriou a perspective beyond Pacific Champs and PM's 13 fixtures. The ideal preparation for the 2026 Rugby League World Cup in Australia. Prior to the Prime Minister's 13 match on Sunday, Demetriou conceded he had assembled a young side, much like Australia, which will put PNG Kumuls in a good frame for the World Cup in 2026.
So we've got a view for 2026. You know, I believe there's some young players around that 20, 21-year-old that are playing in different competitions that suit the mould of the type of player that I think can add some real weight to PNG and to the Kumuls. And you know, Kaio Aembi's a great example of that, who spent the year at Capras, was their Rookie Player of the Year, who comes in and brings genuine size to our pack. And I'm looking forward to adding some development into him. And
regardless of the result, the PNG team learned a lesson or two from the defeat and will get better from there. In the post-match interview, Demetriou said his young side started the match well but couldn't hold on to the start and lost to a promising Australian side.
Yeah, like we spoke about before the game, it's just we needed to complete high and control the ruck, and for periods of the game we did that really well and looked at like, you know, we're in the contest, but the back end of the first half we didn't have a lot of ball. Did a lot of defending, and that took its toll on us in the second half.
A real test awaits PNG Kumuls as they set sight to defend the Pacific Bowl Championship title. PNG plays Fiji on Saturday, 19th of October in Suva. A tough match ahead. Rex Lita, TV1 Sports.
With Prime Minister's 13 done and dusted, PNG turns focus on the Pacific Championship that kicks off on Friday in Brisbane between Australia and Tonga. The Kumuls will meet Fiji Bati on Saturday at HFC Bank Stadium in Suva, Fiji, in a bid to defeat the Pacific Bowl title won last year. The Kumuls 2024 camp will welcome a host of new players under the helm of new coach Jason Demetriou. But one thing is not to change the passion and pride of putting on a Kumuls jumper. In the post-match interview after PNG PM's 13 doubling by the Australian side on Sunday, Demetriou admitted to more improvement in certain areas of the game ahead of Sunday's opener.
It's tidy, and if we do that, we get field position, and when we get field position, we'll beat anyone. I know the boys appreciated it, and looking forward to getting back here in a few weeks' time against Cook Islands.
That's it for sports, and now the weather forecast with Rex.
Southern, Port Moresby, partly cloudy with chances of few evening showers, drizzles. Daru, partly cloudy with possible evening showers, drizzles. Kerema, cloudy periods with rain showers and possible thunderstorm. Alotau, partly cloudy with possible showers, drizzles and thunderstorm. And Popondetta, cloudy periods with evening rain showers and possible thunderstorms. Momase, Lay becoming cloudy with evening showers, rains, drizzles. Medang becoming partly cloudy, Wewak partly sunny to possible evening shower or two, and Vanimo, partly sunny to cloudy evening. New Guinea Islands, Lorengau becoming cloudy with chances of rain showers, drizzles. Cavian, cloudy periods with evening rain showers, drizzles. Kokopo, Rabaul, cloudy with few evening showers. Kimbe, cloudy periods with some evening showers and possible thunderstorms. And Buka, chances of rain showers and possible thunderstorms to cloudy periods. Highlands, Mount Hagen, cloudy with periods of rain showers, drizzles and possible thunderstorms. Goroka, Bans, Kundiawa, Mendi, Tari and Wabeg, cloudy with rain showers and possible thunderstorms. Ocean forecast for PNG areas for the next 24 hours. Coral Seas, seas slight to moderate with northeast to southeast winds of 10 to 20 knots. Solomon Sea, sea smooth to slight with easterly winds of 5 to 10 knots. Bismarck Sea, sea slight with east to southeast winds of 10 to 15 knots. And Pacific Ocean, seas moderate with east to southeast winds of 15 to 20 knots. And coastal waters forecast. Waters of southern PNG Indonesian border to Daru to Kiwai Island, Karamayul Island, Good Point to Samurai Island, Cape Vogel and Old Milne Bay Islands. Seas 0.5 to 1.5 meters. Waters of Cape Vogel to Huon Gulf to Finschhafen, and waters of Manus and its western group of islands, seas 0.5 to 1.3 meters. And that wraps up the news tonight. From the news desk, thanks for your company. Bye now.
The TVWAN News was proudly brought to you by
BSP, our bank, our people.